Last time on Metaphor ReFantazio. Now, follow me. I'll give you the grand tour.
Got it.
Step into the And now back to the story. Hello and welcome to the channel. We're back with some more Metaphor ReFantazio. Last episode, we managed to get aboard Luis's Gauntlet Runner. More of a fortress, really. That thing is massive. But thanks to Galka here, we managed to locate the spell, hopefully, that we need in order to save the prince. There's a chance it's not there. We don't know for sure that it's there, but it's likely to be in that room. But it seems like the dungeon's gonna have a gimmick where we want to finish the battles quickly. So to make sure we're fully prepared, we're gonna do all the side stuff first. And speaking of which, I actually didn't pick everything up last episode because there's so many of them. Hey kid, what's up?
Excuse me?
Please mister, make me your apprentice. Why?
Huh?
Apprentice? Where's this coming from? You're that candidate from the exhibition, right? One of my friends saw and started talking about how cool you were. So I want to be like you, mister. Please let me be your apprentice. Hell no. It's super dangerous.
No kidding.
Ah, so that's why. But we can't exactly take a kid like you with us. If you want this friend of yours to notice you, I'm sure there's another way. Like, getting them something they like.
Yay!
Oh, that might be good. It's my friend's birthday soon, so a gift would be great. Maybe flowers like from the flower shop. Oh wait, my friend wouldn't want any old flower you can get from the city. That's boring. I got it. I'll go exploring outside the city and look for a wildflower. You better let me do that, actually.
Huh?
Sure, if you want to get eaten by wild humans. It's way too dangerous for a kid to go wandering out there. We've got a gauntlet runner, so how about leaving this one to us? Leave it to me. I got this. I'll show you why I'm so cool. You're really nice, mister. Then, will you bring me a flower?
If so...
You can become Ragna's supporter in return. Basically, you just gotta cheer him on to help him become king.
Yay!
Okay, easy. I'll be your supporter, promise. I'll just wait here till you've got the flower. My friend's birthday is August 10th, so before then.
Alright.
If it's a flower from another city we need, I bet a church would have it. Why not stop by St. Firmus Church and ask?
Let's give it a shot.
Cause they're gonna be dicks about it. As you can tell by my tolerance increasing, the requester wants me to find a rare flower not found in Brawlhaven. There are rumors that St. Firmus Church on St. Lumio Street in the royal capital sells flowers that fit the bill. We got 18 days for that. Sullen man. Damn, those bastards think I'm making this up? I definitely saw it. I know I did. Yow!
That's how it's gonna be, is it?
I'm in no mood to be gawked at, kid. My teeth are killing me here. It hurts so damn much. I've started seeing tooth monsters. At this rate, I'm gonna need my teeth extracted. Almost all of them. If only some kind, generous soul could help me. Oh, what a coincidence. There's one right here. Galka, you've got this. I'm not a tooth fairy, Ragnas. I need a certain item to cure my toothache. If only some kind fellow would bring it to me, I'd give 15,000 reeve. Tell me more. Fantastic! I knew you seemed reliable from the first time I laid eyes on... I feel like I've seen you before somewhere. Right, you were a candidate at the exhibition. That makes this easy. The thing I need is just a quick jaunt away if you've got a gauntlet runner. So what's this item you're looking for? It's the Pride of Inundo, the Toothbrush of Hygienia. I need you to buy one for me. Of course, I'll reward you, and you'll have my vote, whatever that's worth. I'll wait for you until August 9th. Any longer, and I really will have to get them all pulled. So please!
Let's give it a shot.
Dental distress. I need to deliver the Toothbrush of Hygienia to the requester with anxiety about cavities. The device is supposedly a specialty of Inundo. Right over that way.
That's where you want to go.
Inundo is right here.
A village.
A village indeed. Why are these guys chilling out over here?
Just can't stand it.
I tried to go there myself, but every step just made my teeth hurt even more. Ow. You okay there, buddy? Looks like I'm not going anywhere. Guess I'll be waiting here. Damn, that hurts.
Let's give it a shot.
Boy, this guy needs help. We better go buy that Toothbrush of Hygienia as soon as we can.
Yeah?
Yeah, what all do we have to do?
Alright.
There's so much. Forsaken Tower. I actually don't know where that is, so I actually do need to go to the informant. Let's go check that notebook. See where I need to go next. For the relic. The code seems to have been deciphered even further. We may have a clue to a lost relic. Read Oceana entry. The handwriting is hurried and haphazard. The old man had a hunch about the tomb northwest of Brawlhaven. It's always tombs. Wasn't there a cursed cemetery there? The one where the victims of that epidemic were buried? It says. If I'm around Brawlhaven, I should keep an eye out for the cemetery in case there's a relic there. Hello there.
What is it?
Oh, and what brings the young candidate here? Do you have business with the church?
Hey,
We heard you started offering something outside the ordinary for sale. Would you happen to have any flowers we can buy? Oh, indeed, we now sell rainbow flowers. It is not a fresh flower, however, but a handicraft. Its resplendent rainbow colors and soul-soothing beauty are highly regarded by the believers here. It's rather valuable, but I shall be happy to give it to you for a trifling donation. Yeah, wouldn't expect anything for free here.
come on.
There is something about it that's unusual. I bet that boy would be happy to get one. The saint did say it was valuable too, so it's worth a closer look. Oh boy, how expensive is this gonna be? Oh, only 500. A mysterious flower illuminated by a rainbow aura. It is identical to the real thing in every respect, but it is actually a clever replica. Let me save just in case. It says it's a replica of a real thing, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to get the real thing. Buy it. Let's go report in. The difficulty is only 1, so let's just see. Did you perhaps bring that rainbow flower for me? Here you go. I didn't say give it, why is that an option? Thanks, mister. Wow, look at it, it's all sparkly. This is gonna be great. So next, you just gotta give this flower to my friend and say, I love you, please. Do it yourself.
I don't know.
Hold on there, kid. You really think you should confess to your friend in your place? What if your friend falls in love with him instead? Well, that wouldn't be good. But I'm too scared. I wish I could be brave like you.
Right?
You almost ran right out of the city gates looking for a flower. That sounds pretty brave to me. Alright, I'll take this flower and I'll be honest about how I feel. And I've got to tell my friend how great you are, Ragnus. Aw, you're embarrassing me.
Yeah!
Well, he's got a big heart for someone so small. You never know, maybe he'll bring some more people to the cause. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
I delivered the rainbow flower and completed the request. I also managed to help the requester pluck up some courage.
Now then.
Ooh. Yes! I am generous. Our first rank 3.
Tolerance.
Nice. I gotta hold 2 supporters.
Yay!
I'm sure this flower will make my friend happy. Thanks, mister. Good luck in your tournament thing. I'll be brave and try my best too. Okay. There was also another place here I didn't go to yet. Hang on, I see a candidate there. You're the young man who dazzled at the exhibition, aren't you? I enjoyed your unique presentation tremendously. Your accomplishments were hardly impressive, but if polished, you may shine. As a special favor, I'll allow you the honor of joining my entourage. No thank you.
Yeah.
There's no need to be modest. Or do you seriously think you have a chance in this competition? Such hubris. If you refuse to be mine, perhaps you should cease to exist. Oh boy. Let's get away from that, wacko. Get me out of here. To the arena front.
Good
I haven't
choice.
been there yet. Got a new place here. Ooh, hello there. I saw the bug icon. Uh-huh. I do believe I know your face from somewhere.
Huh?
Huh? Wait, you're the old man who was in the giant sandworm stomach. Oh. None other. Why are you here? How did you get out?
I mean,
How did you get out of that worm?
truth be told.
Oh, I had intended for that worm's belly to be my final resting place. But after running into you, young grubs, I longed to see the outside world again. I just gave the worm a little poke with magic to loosen up its belly. From there, why, it was no trouble at all. So, you got out the same way we did. Anyway, I'm glad you're safe. But that's neither here nor there. Tell me, you haven't seen glowing beetles anywhere, have you? Oh, I have. They're strange and wondrous insects, luminescent with the golden light of Magla. If you do have any, I'd sure like to take them off your hands.
Look at this.
A glowing bug? I feel like we've captured at least one. Oh, this is it. A genuine gold beetle. I must reward you for your efforts. Here, take this. Arcane Dragon Blood. Arcane Dragon Blood restores the Magla that surrounds your body. Maybe you'll find a use for it yet.
What's this?
Wow, that's incredible. Are you sure you want to exchange it for a worthless bug? Just who are you? I'm but an old man with a passion for insects. I only ended up in that worm's stomach because I was too absorbed in catching specimens to notice my surroundings. You're traveling all about the country, are you not? If you find more gold beetles, could you bring them to me? If you hear that familiar chitter, give the area a quick look. Collect 12 of them for me, and I'll give you this Venomore charm next.
All good.
I mean, sure. If we find any more gold beetles along the way, we'll come see you again. Collecting gold beetles. The gold beetles you've acquired can be exchanged for secret treasure by talking to the elderly entomophile in Brilhaven. The more gold beetles you collect, the better the items you'll receive. Keep a lookout for gold beetles wherever you go. So, they make a sound, huh? What can I exchange them for? Quite hasty, aren't you? Asking about a reward before you've given me the beetles. If you bring me 11 more beetles, for a total of 12. Okay, 13 more beetles on top of that, Claw Breakers, Flame Seal Corselet, and finally, Dragon's Fall. Finding that many is no small challenge, but I believe you can do it. Damn it.
Was that?
Did you hear that? It sounds like someone's moaning in pain. Yeah. Oh, hello. Ow, I really overdid it this time. Hey, you there, you don't happen to have a medicinal herb on hand, do you? Got my arse kicked in the Colosseum.
Hey!
He's in pretty rough shape. A medicinal herb would go a long way, and you have one on hand. Want to give him one? Sure.
God bless you.
Oh, thank heavens, you just became my best friend.
Thank you.
It still hurts a little, but it's all right now. Thanks for the small miracle. No one else was willing to help me even though I was suffering. You're the only one. So please take this reward. Ooh, briny threads and tailbait. Even though he was clearly in a lot of pain, no one at the Colosseum paid him any attention. Glad we helped. Ooh, I see a gold beetle. Oh shoot. There's an insect emitting a strange light. I obtained a gold beetle. I didn't pay attention to see if there was a sound cue. Alright, what do you want?
What is it?
What's your problem, kid? Quit staring. Come back when you're old enough to bite. Hold on, you the candidate everyone's been talking about? From the exhibition? Your face stuck in my memory. Strange thing, a kid like you in the race.
Ugh.
Wow, rude. And what do you mean we have to be old enough? What are you even selling? Alcohol. Was that not obvious? Come on. Well, I'm the most famous brewer in the city. They call my house special the miraculous mead. So good, it'll put years on your lifespan. Sounds like good stuff, but Ragnus needs a few more years before he can drink. So, we'll see you around. Hang on, Ragnus, not we? You're old enough to drink? Hold on there. I saw how you captured everyone's eyes at the exhibition. I'll gamble on that being skill, not chance, so I've got a task I need help with. I'm looking for something, see? If you find it, I'll give you some of my brew. Sell it or drink it, either way you'll get something out of it.
Right.
I'll throw in a little extra too. Hell, if you succeed, I'll start supporting your campaign openly. Can't imagine a kid could do what I couldn't, but what do you say? What am I looking for?
Amazing.
You sound confident enough. Right, then it's a deal. This cup I'm looking for is called the Chalice of Legends. The way I hear it, everyone who ever owned that cup died under mysterious circumstances. By now, nobody can say if the cup even exists. And that's the great question. A cup that kills the owner and a brew that extends life? Take a sip, and which legend wins?
Let's give it a shot.
Locate the Chalice of Legends and deliver it to the requester. No deadline. You're awfully casual about a gamble that might get you killed. Well, do you have any clues on where this Chalice of Legends is? Well, if you believe the rumors, the ghost of its last owner still refuses to let it out of his grasp. Some folks reported being attacked by that same ghost. Not that I've been able to find him myself. But you're a candidate, eh? Going up and down the countryside in that run of yours. You've seen your share of monsters and secrets. About a bounty. Oh, that makes sense. If it's already been attacking people, there might be a bill up to take it out.
Yeah.
Let's head to the recruitment center to see if there's any information on a bounty. Alright, first, let's go check out this arena. Oh boy, so much of this place I haven't explored. Hello, pompous noble. Not merely a low-life urchin, but a grubby little elder besides. I have no words to waste on your kind. Out of my sight.
Yep.
Sounds like we found our pompous Ishkia. I bet this guy's got the deed we're looking for, but he won't even give us a second glance. We'll have to think of something to say to catch his attention. About my loan. A loan? I don't recall lending to a gutter rat like you. Probably don't want to jump right into talking about the loan first thing. Is there some other way to get his attention? You know me, I trust? Have I seen you before? Ah, you're the candidate who offered up a noble's head at the exhibition. Elder or not, I can respect such sophisticated tactics. Go on then, I'll hear you out. But as you can imagine, I'll be busy watching the fights. If you have nothing more worthy of my attention, I can't be bothered.
What do you want to do?
What's our move? Bring up the deed or try a different topic? So about this deed. A deed? So this is a business call, is it? I thought you might have something worth my time, but you're as boring as the merchants. Be gone. I have no taste for this talk. Whoops, let's try a different tack, maybe. And I gotta restart the conversation again. Such a tawdry arena, this. I beg your pardon. You will mock these sublime, artful fights? I prefer real fights. I see. I suppose you are a candidate. No doubt you've been to many distant lands, fought strange and skillful opponents. I confess I'm intrigued. Might I hear these adventures?
Amazing.
Got him on the hook. But what story do we tell him? Ever tasted the giant sandworm? However would I want to.
Hang on.
Come on, don't gross him out. We've got his attention. We need a real showstopper to get him on our side. Well, the other one sounded pretty unsure, though I guess it's not like I can think of anything. That's all, is it? Come back once you've actually accomplished something worthwhile. If you visit the legendary tower north of the city, for instance. Ah, well, I happen to need to go there. Spirited receptionist. Welcome to the Varmarena Coliseum. By that sword on your belt, I'm guessing you're looking to participate? And I've got bad news for you. The Coliseum's really booming in the aftermath of the exhibition, so we're too busy to accept new competitors right now.
Let's not.
It's that popular, huh? Guess we should focus on the infiltration mission right now anyway. What about this taciturn receptionist?
Do you need something?
At the exhibition of the brave, aren't you the one who... No, forget I said anything. I don't really care for the answer. I don't know what brings you to Varmarena Coliseum, but the seats are filled and we're in no need of challengers at the moment.
Let's not.
Kinda rude, huh? No, it's taciturn. All the same, it's not like we have time to become gladiators even if we wanted to. Let me look at my deadlines and see if there's anything coming up soon. Okay, yeah. We've got plenty of time for everything. I kinda want to check out that tower. Let's head to Inundo first, though. If you seek training, then I'm afraid I must apologize. Right now, I have some things I'd like to ponder alone. Please talk to me. I'm obliged, but this is not a place to speak as freely as I'd wish. It concerns the knights of today, you see, and one never knows what ears might be listening. Please, let us discuss this on our next voyage instead. Looks like now's not the time. Maybe I'll ask her again when we travel out of town. Okay, that works. There's so much to do, it's kind of overwhelming. Let's just start knocking them out. To the runner! We're off to...
Danger.
Not yet, Strohl. We're going to Inundo.
I think we have a favor to do there.
Someone wanted a tool for cleaning teeth, yes? One of the stranger requests we've gotten, but I suppose the reward is worth it. More than worth it, which kind of has me worried.
It's your call.
We should get there by midday. Can we make it back by tonight? But of course, so long as you don't dilly-dally, that is.
Let's be off.
Then 'tis settled. It would behoove us all to prepare ourselves even whilst on the road. I hear a voice. I mustn't allow things to remain as they are. Gotta remember to cook first, though. I'm gonna need to get some ingredients before I head out to the next place. Let's make some invincible noodles. Isn't that a dish from Heismay's home village? I'll go get them. We're cooking with Heismay. I originate from a town that specialized in the production of grain. Consequently, I'm quite confident in its use in all culinary matters. I'm rather adept at making dough from flour as well. I shall let you in on the secret. A good chef always listens to their dough. The dough is ever evolving due to the temperature and humidity of the room. Thus, one must make fine adjustments to the amount of water based on present conditions. Interesting. I followed Heismay's lead and began kneading the flour into dough.
Look!
This is so freaking cute. Once the dough has been properly formed, we must put our whole weight into flattening it out completely. This technique ensures the best texture. I trust you to lead us into the fray, but in this task, I fear there is none I trust beyond myself. No problem. Have fun dancing on the dough.
Alright.
Too much heat will impede the development of its texture. For now, we must enlist our eyes and noses as scouts, tasked with alerting us to the proper time to strike. Why do you people always say it's time to strike like we're fighting something? Whatever living thing is involved in these dishes is already dead. Except for maybe Hulkenberg stuff. These noodles, they're cooked perfectly. The smell alone is mouth-watering.
In days gone by,
Invincible noodles, the taste of my hometown. The aroma invites nostalgia and hunger in equal measure. I'm glad that doesn't take time because I almost forgot to pick up my ingredients from the pantry.
What now?
But now is we gotta go see Hulkenberg. She sounds like she's about to cry. Hello, Hulkenberg. Have you not decided our plans for the day? Even knowing we mustn't let our guard down, a breather might do us some good.
Sorry.
I apologize, but I must ask that we save training for another time. Right now I have some things I'd like to ponder alone. If you need advice, I'm here.
If so,
Could you spare a moment for me then? It is about Rodanth, the Knight Commander. Let it all out. My family found prominence through means beyond the wealth we lacked. Scholarship mostly, with some having developed a taste for politics. I was the outlier. My single-minded pursuit of martial arts put me quite outside their sphere, and considering my temperament, they had no idea what to do with me.
yes.
My family offered me no meaning worth pursuing, so I volunteered for the Guard when I was still quite young. I thought that in the military, I could blaze my own trail on strength alone, but, well, such ideals were meaningless to House Hulkenberg. Before I had the chance to prove my abilities, they had already made arrangements to assign me to the Knights, ensuring I would not disgrace the family name. Ooh.
But
Not allowed to get through on your own merit. That sucks. But I was fortunate enough to meet Rodanth in the course of my training as a new recruit. He was born into a storied Roic household, but his house dissolved and he joined the military after its decline.
that's why.
We were alike in that way, seeking to rise by our own individual efforts regardless of familial background. What changed him?
The truth is,
After our training concluded, Rodanth was openly being considered for an appointment to the Prince's Royal Guard. Uh-oh. However, instead, it was I, still tender in years, who was ultimately selected. Rodanth lacked for nothing as a knight. He and I were equals in all things, save that my family had put the right words in the right ears. Ooh, I can see why he'd be bitter towards you. He was denied appointment to the Royal Guard. Instead, he was sent to the front lines, alongside the common footmen of the state army. I'm sure he was frustrated. He made a name for himself and returned to the Order, but to see him rise to the rank of commander in such a short period of time, you respect that? Are you trying to say you respect him?
no.
Rodanth's current behavior does not befit a Knight Commander, and it hardly bears saying that we cannot allow such abuse of power. Even if I am partly responsible for his attachment to power, nay indeed, 'twould be all the more reason to intervene. But I cannot help but wonder whether it's even my place to judge him. Even as I sought to carve my own path, my knighthood only came at my family's behest, and after failing to protect my charge, I left the capital a wanderer. All these lofty words, what weight do they bear from one such as I? A knight-errant and errant failed in her solemn duty. That's still a knight.
Listen.
A knight-errant is still a knight. You can speak as you please.
That's wrong.
I am no knight worth the pride of the Order. Once upon a time, I thought myself righteous. I respected Order, brought many a criminal to justice, and saw many a punishment meted out.
Alas.
Yet looking back, I know it was a matter of convenience, a way to disguise the weakling I was. My knightly standing a replacement for the family I had forsaken. Of course, in my time as a knight, I failed to protect the prince, and abandoned my post to seek him out with no more honor than a thief in the night. Heismay might have some words to say about that. I fled my family, and I fled my knighthood. Rodanth, he sees this in me. Clarion clear. Who am I to claim any chivalry over him? You would run again?
So then,
I do not know the right things to say to you. So you would repeat the past and run from Rodanth? There we go. No. I was simply afraid. Afraid to face him, and afraid of facing who I once was. I actually don't know what's the best thing to say to her here. Also, what is that in the background? Trees? You don't have to be.
it'll be fine.
You don't need to be afraid. Why am I pulling out my sword?
You know.
'Tis the way of a broken sword, I suppose. Brute force will avail nothing, eh? But still.
I see.
Why yes, that sword. Perhaps I've lost sight of something very important indeed. There we go. But you've always been there to remind me. I am truly indebted to you, Ragnas. Know that you have my sincerest thanks. Man, this is some crazy terrain we're walking on. Hulkenberg seems that she's realized something. I sense a further deepening of our bond.
Tis finally time I settled this.
Alright, Knight Veneration. Significantly reduces the mad cost of studying the Knight lineage. Battle Aura. While in reserve, the amount of experience Hulkenberg gains increases. Not that that matters right now.
Sorry.
If I may, I'd like some time alone with my thoughts. When I found my answers, let us speak here again. You mean here on the runner? Sure. Oh boy.
Coming our way!
Oi, a monster with the most peculiar color-changing eyes is clinging to the deck. Deal with it before it ruins all the hard work I put into this runner. We better get rid of it fast before Norris puts our entire journey on hold to buff out any scratches or dents. We cannot allow that beast to make its way into the runner. To the deck with haste. With color-changing eyes, huh?
Enough!
Oh.
Down and let us through!
My cue, I think. Let's have a spot of inventive ingenuity.
Just some elementas. I'm not sure if I have fire on.
Faker!
Oh, wait. Oh! Haha!
Advancing!
Yeah, it turns out I do. Thank you, Heismay.
You won't even see it!
You hit their weakness!
Good damage.
Flare!
We just do some good damage.
Just
That's
one
one
left.
for the
Alright,
captain!
Skullcracker.
I'll crush you!
Good damage.
everyone all right?
Heavy rush.
As the point of a sword!
Gotcha.
What?
Uh-oh.
More
How many
enemies?
are there? Come on, everyone!
Alright, let's start with fire.
Oh!
Oh!
Heismay,
A halfway
put one
decent
down.
We'll
result.
fight with pride.
They're pretty weak.
Healer!
Alright, psych.
Scour! Let's
You
finish
got it.
this!
Thank you, Atlus, for making flyers always weak to wind.
You'll be dust! Let's wrap this up!
Down.
And psych.
Oh, gales of wind!
Unscathed triumph.
The village of Inundo, a small settlement located north of Brylehaven, lies ahead. The industry that once thrived here fell into decline, and now the able-bodied youth dream instead of leaving home. A small population of mostly children and elders remain,
Oh.
and visitors are scarce. The gauntlet runner slows to a stop.
Oh, wow.
Just a moment.
Oi, what's the meaning of this? It's practically a ghost town here. The villages around here are all like this. Those able to work have gone elsewhere to try and make a living, while the remaining residents live in constant fear of monsters. Ooh, that sucks. What a shame. It was my intention to cook something interesting if I came across any unusual ingredients here. That's alright. I think I prefer food that's not overly interesting.
Hey,
It's a bit small, but it looks like they set up a stall here. Want to talk to them?
that reminds me.
By the way, weren't you asked to buy a toothbrush of Hygienia? Let's see if the store has it. Alright, please have it. 500. A bundle of thin hair stuck onto the end of a small stick, supposedly used to brush one's teeth. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Let's see if I can buy anything else interesting. Ooh, hang on. What is all this? Hell's Boiling Bath Bomb. I'll help you guys out a bit. I'm curious what all this could be. One of each should be fine. What should I ask about? The village. As you can see, our village is quite poor. Only people with strange tastes would be interested in the kinds of goods we sell here. Not to worry. I doubt you'll ever come across a more eccentric crew than the likes of us. Our village might regain some semblance of liveliness if the candidates would defeat the monsters for us. Have monsters shown up around here lately? Well, the way I see it, the village will be finished if monsters ever did show up. We've not many people left who can put up a decent fight. Lately, I've heard it's not just the area surrounding the village that's in dire straits. Even the seas have been rough. I do hope everyone who left to find work finds their way back safely.
Then,
It sounds like a lot of the villagers left town to make a living. Do you want us to relay a message to them about coming back? No, there's no need. Besides, it's unlikely anyone would divulge the fact that they came from this village in the first place. Okay, we got what we came for. Are we all finished here? Alright, I can't go anywhere from here. What's gonna take us out this way? Oh shoot. I think I might have realized. Let's go back to base. I should have talked to the informant first, because we're probably gonna have to pass through this way. The dangers of nighttime infiltration. There are more people in Luis's Gauntlet Runner at night, so you need to sneak in during the day. Make sure to secure an infiltration route to Luis's room before the day of the soiree. Money makes the world go round, as the saying goes. As long as you've got it, you can do pretty much anything. So what do you want to know? Being to the Forsaken Tower. Oh, I should have gone to the bounty thing. Ah, wow. Port Cities and Night definitely have their own atmosphere. Why don't we take a look around? If you ever need help, just ask. It's all about the tournament. They should allocate more manpower into slaying the monsters. Anyway, here to look at the contracts. Oh yeah, you're friends with Katharina, aren't you? She keeps pestering me to raise your bounty rewards. I can't say no to the best bounty hunter in the country. Just don't go slacking now you've got a bit of a pay raise. I hear a voice within my mind. Heh, no need to thank me. I'm sure bounty hunting is calling your name too. Thanks to Katharina's bounty bonus, my reward money for completing bounties has increased. I should have checked this sooner. Fatalich, the lamentable dead.
This is what I've got.
The bounty contract this time is for Fatalich the Apparition, a monster who's taken up residence in the cemetery in Browhaven. He's made the graveyard his personal undead paradise, chock full of demon skeletons ready to do his bidding. And it's not just undead that are under his thrall. Seems like it's also compelled a living beast to serve as its bodyguard, so you need to fight both at the same time. I know how strong you lot are, but this one seems like it'll be tough even for you. Even after everything we did at the exhibition? Well then we'll just have to prove you wrong, won't we? Ragnus, we can handle this, right? Leave it to us. Promising. If you really insist, it's yours. You'll find the target haunting an old cemetery called the Tomb of Lament. Here, I'll show you where it is. If you'd like more intel on this particular apparition, then you should speak with the informant in Browhaven.
Show me what you've got.
The Lich is said to carry the extremely rare Chalice of Legends. Bring it back as evidence you defeated it.
Let's do it.
Grieving Ghost of the Goblet. Dang it. Okay. Oh, wow.
Let's see here.
The Tomb of Lament is here. Pretty far north, isn't it? I'm gonna have to reload. Oh, or I can go that way. Alright, no need to reload then. And I should pass by this landmark regardless. I hope, at least. This works, I think. Is that the thing that one guy was talking about? I remember him mentioning he wants some cup. Oh, would you need it? You can keep it afterward as long as you show it to me first.
Got it.
Got it. Then it's off to Angler's Inn Square to talk to that informant. I feel so overwhelmed right now. I don't know what to do. Okay, let's just start by going to the tavern. Let's see if we can find that tower. Oh, a fairy. Hello there. A calm fairy.
Well.
Are you here to listen to the music too? Kinda puts the mind at ease, doesn't it? True. Maybe it's because I've been so tense lately, but the music is really soothing right now. Wow. Didn't expect another fairy to see where I was coming from. The other fairies around here have kind of lost the plot, so it's nice to meet someone I can actually hold a conversation with.
Whoa.
Really? Back at the Hidden Village, everyone seemed to get along pretty well. That's so. Well, you said you were tired, so I won't keep blabbing at you. They play music a lot here, though, so come rest your weary soul anytime. And just like that, they were gone. Alright, let's try buying this and see if it works.
Want in on this?
Because most people normally stay away from the Forsaken Tower, it's become a complete den of monsters. And it's right over there. Oh, wow. The Forsaken Tower is here. It's really in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? Okay, I see my route now.
This place.
Interesting. I can pass by two different goblet runners here. Oh, I've been passing by Katharina again. This is a lot to do. Among them, there's a particularly powerful giant called the Orgus.
Just between us.
Be careful when it stores up power. Its next attack will hurt, let's just say, so keep your defenses up. But I've heard that if you can remove its spell before its next attack, the rampage won't be so bad. Fortunately, it also seems to be weak against dark magic. You best make sure you can use some of that. Hey, do you think if we told that Colosseum noble about our exploits at the tower, we'd be able to impress him? I received a scrap of paper inscribed with the information I just heard. I'll put it away so I can check it later. So we're gonna go talk to Heismay.
Apologies.
I have no one else to rely on. Why, hello there. For all the time we spend in battle, it's good to rest our wings every once in a while, eh? I've been thinking of the Yuji village. In some ways, there may be no better place for my son to finally rest, but I've been away for so long. Can't say they'll still accept me. I'm practically a stranger now. Let's just go and see.
Yes.
Right then. I suppose I'll stop wasting time dithering and get myself ready. The place is just to the east of Martira. The village is hidden, so I prefer a quiet and careful approach by carriage. I'll guide us. Oh boy. We get to see Heismay's hometown.
In days gone by,
Hasn't changed a bit. Yes, this is my hometown. Apologies for dragging you all this way. Are they gonna be cool with an elder being here?
Tadari.
Tadari, it's me, Heismay. I've returned and I have something to discuss. I've known Tadari for a long time, you see. He's the leader of the village. Ooh.
Just
Although I should warn you now that you'll not be welcomed here. You might feel some hostility in the air. I'm used to that.
Hey,
Nothing I'm not used to.
I apologize.
Ah, yes. The Elden experience, I suppose. Nonetheless, I do apologize. Heismay, is that you? You're looking great in the ears, my friend. Oh, wow. As if the ears were any kinder to you, Tadari. I heard you left the Royal Knights. It's good to see you again. Who is this?
He is...
This is Ragnus, a traveling companion of mine. He's standing in the tournament for the throne. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you.
Oh.
Wait, is that why you've come back to the village?
No.
No. I came to see the cemetery. I'm trying to find a place where my son can rest. Ah, your boys. Go on ahead then. He passed away before I could bring him here. At the very least, I thought I might let him rest somewhere with a view of the village. He loved running with the wind in his face. Surely, I thought, he'd like the hill. I know it's not something the villagers would easily accept, but...
Yes.
I see. Well, it sounds like a wonderful idea to me. But you know the cemetery is sacred to the village. I fear you might be right. I'm not certain how they'll respond. Would you allow me to take the urn? I imagine that seeing it will prompt their cordiality, if not sympathy. I'm worried. I'm very worried. Alright, thank you.
Here.
I always used to train here when I was young. Look closely, and you'll see this tree is riddled with claw marks. I know because it was my claws that left them. Brings back memories. Of course, having shaken the trees, I get a swarm of bugs coming down on my head. And of course I go whining to Tadari about it. I'm just gonna assume that's whining. Adorable. So, even you were a cute kid once, huh? Huh. Having trouble imagining it. The villagers are here. They watch us from the shadows. If you focus and listen, you'll hear them too. He didn't leave voluntarily. He was stripped of his knighthood, wasn't he? And now he wants his child buried here. The boy wasn't even born in the village. Ooh, and you have to hear that? Do you hear? Not very welcoming. Sounds like you're not welcome here.
Well...
Exactly within my expectations, then. If they decline, let's withdraw without a fuss.
Heismay.
I've explained the situation to the younger villagers. Seemed like nobody had any problems with giving your son a place here. Indeed? Thank you. Master Tadari! The urn of bones, it's gone! What? What is the meaning of this? A fallen knight brings shame to the village. I hear a voice from somewhere. Tadari was just too afraid to refuse them, that's all. What I want to say here. I can hear you, you know. I think, that's the point. Show yourself or explain yourself. Let's go with this.
Hey,
What's the meaning of this? This is the only welcome an outsider can expect. I'm sorry, Heismay. I cannot excuse the villagers' behavior. Okay, Tadari's cool at least. The village hasn't changed a bit. Still rejecting outsiders, still shutting themselves away. Maybe I should have expected this. I left this place behind. I became an outcast. Maybe losing my son again is what I deserve. Aw. Still. You stood for me. You spoke in anger on my behalf, and in that is my sole salvation. I can feel Heismay's profound sorrow and strong trust. Aw.
My thanks.
More skills can now be inherited by the thief lineage in academia due to the effects of silent skill. Shall I search the village entire? No stone unturned? Doubtless that intrusion would only provoke further offense, but I haven't time to waste.
I apologize.
You have my sincerest apologies. I shall take responsibility and find the urn. It is my duty as chief. No, as one who would see justice done. There's an unease in the village. For today, I think it's best you leave. Very well. Ooh, man. Heismay and I return to the city in silence.
Luis's.
The day of the soiree is approaching. We need to secure our infiltration route to Luis's quarters before then. We must reclaim the formula without raising suspicion. Then at long last, we will finally have the means to break the prince's curse.
Let's make it happen.
The prince's fate is in our hands. This plan is risky, but we have to see it through.
True?
19 days until Luis's soiree. Let's proceed with the utmost caution. No bad weather today.
it's really coming down.
It really is. I hear a voice. We're in quite the predicament. Barton comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. What do you have to say?
You see?
I'm sure you're aware, but we cannot afford a misstep now. Should we fail to grasp the formula, our plan shall be exposed and our lives forfeit. My point is, we must seize every chance for success. Shall we begin by gathering information on Luis's Skyrunner, the Caradrius? Let me think about it.
I see.
Ah, my apologies if I'm pushing too hard. Let me know when you wish to go. Hello there? You're back. Does that mean you brought my Toothbrush of Hygienia? Ow, ow. Here you go.
Proper aces.
So this is the legendary toothbrush. Let's see if it works. Ha 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 ha. I'm good as new. What, already? I don't know, it's healing magic or something. This thing can kill all the mouth's toxins in a flash.
Thanks, mate.
Here, take your reward.
Mission accomplished.
The Toothbrush of Hygienia was delivered to the requester, which liberated him from nightmares of calamitous cavities. He expressed his gratitude and gave me a reward, and I got a 14,500 reef profit. When your teeth hurt, you can't enjoy food. You can't enjoy going outside. I felt like I couldn't get any joy out of life anymore. Oh, and I found this weird glowing bug. You can have that too if you want. A gold beetle, huh? Sure, might as well. And of course, I'll support you in the tournament. How could I not? You were kind to some random guy raving about seeing tooth monsters. But now I'm clear-headed, looking back on it. I think I might have hallucinated it after all.
Just can't stand it.
I mean, come on. Tooth monsters? What was I thinking? Tooth monsters are very real. Ha! You're a stand-up fellow, but not a great comedian. Though, I see, it's a metaphor. A metaphor ReFantazio. Like I gotta brush my teeth every day or they'll come back, eh? Well, thanks for the advice. You can bet I'll be brushing my teeth on a rigorous daily schedule now.
Righto.
Keep at it, and be careful of cavities yourself. I'm rooting for you. Root, like, of the teeth. Hey there, that toothbrush is still working wonders. Wish we could have a king as kind as you. That way we might have a shot at peace. Don't give up now. Gotta say, amateur dentistry is not how I expected we'd win any supporters. Gallica, I hate to tell you this, but our follower count didn't go up at all. Wait, what? We better not let him down, though. How do you feel about the rain?
Always.
Not even this torrential rain can diminish my exquisite radiance. It truly is a tragedy, because I am myself, I cannot enjoy the privilege of admiring my own beauty directly. Wow, this guy's even more irritating when it's raining. Hello there.
You there.
Arrogant seer. If you'd like to know the weather tomorrow, just say the word. I can predict it up to 2 days in advance. And for only 250 reef. Quite a bargain for such impressive skills, isn't it? Alright.
Fate speaks.
A good choice. Behold the weather forecast. Oh shoot. I'm gonna have to wait a bit. So I have to hope that day 4 is fine. You know what? It'll give me some time to do follower events. Oh, how glorious divination is. My power to gaze into the future is truly astounding, wouldn't you agree? What can I do today? I can talk with Strohl, and I think I should. I can talk to Maria, I can talk with Barden. Okay, I should talk with Strohl in case his next event is on the runner. So then I'll have extra things to do when I'm heading out. Ah, hello. What's your plan for today? I get restless too, but I suppose it's important to let off steam, Say, have you got time right now? It's about what we discussed last time. I know I must head to my village to see clues about my inheritance, but I freeze before I can take the first step. Actually, hang on. This is very roundabout.
Here's where we are now.
But I could go here, go this way, and then come back.
There's something there.
Then I can take this guy on too. I think we'll be fine if we're here on day 4. And then we'll come back, fight this guy. It'll be day 4 or 5 here. I don't know what I want to do. This is a very tough decision. I'd be spending a lot of days to get there. But then I won't pass by this landmark. Unless I do. I don't know. I would like to fight all the other candidates. Although I don't think that actually gives me anything. You know what?
What now?
Let's just pass the time in some random way and see what we can do at night. That'll help me decide. I decided that we're gonna go talk to Strohl and do something to raise our intelligence at night. Let's go.
Oh, right.
Well, if you're sure, then I suppose now's as good a time as any. My home, the village of Halia, is on the outskirts of Grand Trad. As we'll need the runner, please extend my apologies to the rest. With the runner, we can make it there and back before dusk, though I can't help but feel guilt to request it for such a personal matter. Oh, don't worry about it. Oh, wow. With Strohl leading the way, we arrived at last to his childhood home, the village of Halia. It's not quite as bad as I was expecting. The road's actually pretty clear. Strohl, you okay? It doesn't look like anyone has lived here for a very long time. It's a chilling sight. Hey buddy, traveling here by Gauntlet Runner, you'd think we were practically next door to the capital. Yet as I fled for my life, the nearest settlement felt leagues away. I recall wanting to lie down and give up on several occasions. Probably hard to tell now, but this was once the village's main road. Now it's actually pretty obvious. Full of people crossing every which way.
Truth is,
You used to be able to see the mountains cresting the horizon above the rooftops. It was beautiful. I wish you could have seen it like that. I see it in my mind.
If so,
I can see it in my mind's eye.
You.
Huh, you're clairvoyant, I guess. It's been 7 years since that day. It feels like forever ago, and yet only the blink of an eye at the same time. Afterward, I was shuffled between various relatives, nothing more than another mouth to feed. Fitting, I suppose, with the burden I'd become. I went to the side of our manor, but all I found was rubble. A few walls were sort of standing, but it was a sorry sight compared to how I see it in my mind. Except, I've discovered a letter. Ooh,
take this.
fancy. There was a corner of my father's study that seemed to have been designed to withstand a fire. I found a box there with a letter inside, and I recognized the writing as my father's.
Hey,
I'm afraid I must ask a favor of you. I have no doubt this is his will, and I know I must read it, but... I'm going to go over there and just do that alone. But would you mind waiting nearby? Why? It's okay to be nervous.
Yeah.
I'm here for you if you need me.
Thanks.
Thank you. It's reassuring to have you by my side. I waited nearby while Strohl read the will. Well, it's a good thing we found this. Seems I do indeed have an inheritance.
And...
The will said, the family's treasure was dispatched to the royal capital. But the royal capital?
What?
It made it all the way to the capital?
yeah.
Yes, but it doesn't give a specific location. The letter is unfinished. Oh, that sucks. I mean, how could it be? No one expected a murderous rampaging human. Try to stay calm. Try not to let the anger win.
Sorry.
Sorry. Whenever I think back to that day. My father names me the sole heir of his estate. He even addressed the letter to my beloved son Leon. I feel only shame at such endearments. But as it stands now, the inheritance has but one purpose: to repay the debts owed to my parents and my people, so they would see our house rebuilt.
I'll definitely.
I'll be whatever they want me to be, a noble of prominence or otherwise. If I can make the people speak the name of House Halia with reverence, and once it lives on the tip of everyone's tongue, maybe then I'll be able to embrace the words, my beloved son. I never imagined the day would come that I come to terms with these feelings. I owe you so much and more. I sense Strohl's deep trust and his determination to confront his destiny. Rank 5.
I must use my nobility for good.
Warrior Veneration and Battle Aura. But first things first. I'm sure he entrusted the inheritance to someone in the capital, but I have no clue who that might be. Tell me about your father.
Say,
What was your father like?
That's...
He was a big man, so much so that standing next to my mother made her look teeny. But despite his size, he solved his problems with his head, and he never treated people as lesser than him. In fact, he used to handpick the fish he would bring back to the household as gifts. Grand Trad was able to source fresh fish from Brylhaven, but in Halia, they were a rare feast.
Aha!
Hey, maybe I'm onto something. He spoke highly of the fish market, so he must have gone to the same one every time. Perhaps they'd remember him. Ooh. That may be our best lead. And I'm afraid I shall once more take advantage of your generosity. When we return to Grand Trad, will you help me walk in my father's footsteps? It could still turn out fruitless, so I'll need all the help I can get. Of course.
this one's important.
A noble's legacy. Strohl asked me to help track down his inheritance. He recalled his father frequented the fishmonger near the Grand Cathedral in Grand Trad. I should start there.
Alright.
But first, I have one more thing I'd like to look into. I think we're at a good stopping point for today besides. I agree.
Let's head back.
Thank you, Ragnus. Let's head back to the Gauntlet Runner. Hello, Strohl? I shudder to think of calling myself that man's underling. We gained mobility, but at what cost? I want to end this as quickly as we can.
Hey, listen.
No, so I can't really do anything at night because I don't have my virtues up. I'll get 2 chunks of courage. And I saw from when I passed the time that one more event will bump up my wisdom. Oh, hang on. Wasn't there an igniter shop somewhere? Phantom of the Deep. Ooh, interesting place. Hello there. A long time ago, I read a book that I found in my father's room. Magic possesses a limitless potential, it said. This text described a secret ritual that would allow someone to change their form into one capable of possessing the power of an archetype. Ooh, isn't that just fantastic? That's why when I was a child, I dreamt of attending the Mage Academy. But now that tome is considered a forbidden text, I thought I might learn something more from the wares in the shop, but I suppose I expected too much. What have you got?
What is it you need?
I put my blood, sweat, and tears into collecting these magical items. Do take a look at them.
What is it you need?
Anyone, even those who can't read, can imitate magic with the things I've got for sale here. Oh, so you can read. Considering the times we live in, that's no longer a particularly useful talent. Pfft, okay, alright, accessories. Ooh, halves the turn icon cost of using guard. Able to perform 2 consecutive actions. And then just basic stat prevention. It seems like there's nothing I can do to raise my wisdom at night here. Let's go back to Mortira.
Let's go.
It's not a big deal if you'd rather keep yourself busy with other stuff though. What do you say? Let's take a break.
Okay?
Yeah, good choice. This town makes good use of its guard posts, both near and outside the castle. Probably a sign of how seriously Barden takes his job. He seems pretty on top of things. Hard to believe such a small, peaceful town got hit by such a major scandal. I wonder how Barden deals with it all. I'm sure he struggles. I'm sure it's not easy. You're right, he really does it for the love of the town. And people like him don't deserve to be left out to dry. We should help him however we can. Yalka and I had a good talk as we admired the castle. I feel like my wisdom is broadened.
Now then.
My wisdom has bargained. Knowledgeable. Our second rank 3. As Galga and I headed home, we discussed many things about Martira, including his people, the shops, and the scenery.
Somehow,
Word is, a great number of the city's soldiers have been injured. It would seem they had a run-in with a human. The group that was attacked was comprised mainly of new recruits, out on a training exercise. Many of their injuries are quite grave, I'm afraid. How horrible. Is there nothing we can do to help?
That reminds me.
We've already taken on a related request, haven't we? Let's go gather those medicinal ingredients so that they can treat the injured.
Did you know?
The day after tomorrow is Forgiveness Day, where stores throughout the city have the biggest sales of the year. I can't wait. I don't think we really need to buy anything though. There's something I'd like to talk with you about, though I hesitate to speak candidly at today's nights out here in town. What I have to say is not for the public ear. We're gonna have to talk on the road. The fishmonger should be around here, somewhere.
Welcome.
Fresh fish! Get your fresh fish, I've got bargains! That reminds me, I had business with the fishmonger. I should talk to him. Hello there.
Welcome.
Welcome, welcome, one and all. If it swam in the rivers or seas, I've got it here, and it's all as fresh as the ocean breeze. Apparently, Strohl's father frequented the fish market. I know he was a doting parent, but would a count really do his own shopping? The Count of Halia. And just how do you know such a great man? You're acquainted with the son? Really now? I hate to break it to you, lad, but you're an Elda, and Clemmer nobles aren't really known for befriending your kind. I'm looking for his inheritance. What are you playing at? If this is some manner of con, I'll make it known far and wide, especially if it concerns the Count of Halia. He saved my skin once, when some pain-in-the-arse noble started making accusations about my produce. He happened to be there and stood up for me. From what I gather, he was only in the market to find a souvenir for his son. Fancy that, the noble buying things himself? Like father, like son. Blimey, you really do know him, don't you? Well then, I know another merchant you should speak to. He did a fair amount of business with the Count. That day, he said he had an appointment to meet this merchant in front of Regolith Grand Cathedral. Odd that he bought the fish first, eh? Energetic crier. At the exhibition of the brave, Saint Effects Fortin's achievement was truly unparalleled. What achievement was that? All I heard was that some sanctoress was executed. Why is that the only thing people know? Now listen up and listen well. Let me tell you all about the bounty that Saint Effects Fortin hunted. Who?
what is there to be done?
We are taking the spotlight from Fortin. A merchant by the cathedral. It'd be around here. We got Fortin's poster here. Pray and be saved.
Sure.
Fortin's as
but-
popular as he's always been. If the tournament is a publicity stunt, then I suppose it's working as intended, considering his following. Having basically every Saintist believer in your corner is huge. What is going on here? Mournful Count. Oh, the horror! The people walking about all look like monsters. Calm down, it's all in your mind. It's not like we have man-eating monsters like they do in Martira. No, it could be someone we can only find at night. Oh, Capital Merchant.
And what do you want?
What do you want? You are not one of my clients, and I only do business via referral. Strohl's father went to meet a merchant in front of Regolith Grand Cathedral. Could this be him?
So foolish it arouses great pity.
Indeed, I was acquainted with the late Count of Halia. Oh, is that so? You say you know his son, do you? The Count was a truly honorable, upstanding man. I doubt any son of his would associate with riffraff like you. The merchant is still suspicious of me. What should I say next? Did his fish stink? What? Oh, yeah. I can't think of a way to use that information to sway the situation in my favor. Ah, if my imagination was visionary, I could steer the conversation in a way that earned the merchant's trust.
And what do you want?
Seeing you fidget like that, I can tell you're just another swindler, trying to find an angle that will lead you to the Count of Halia's inheritance. I'm afraid I'm not so gullible, so you need to ply your despicable trade elsewhere. Now away with you. Okay, need more imagination, so I can talk with Alonso at night now that I've got my intelligence up. Let me go check the weather again.
And
This place
right
is
there's
good.
a labyrinth.
This place will be
place.
fine. I think we can do my plan of going
And
this
there's
way
the campground.
and then back. It is kind of a waste of time, and I don't know if I'll get to the landmark. We'll see, we'll decide when we get there. So I'd like to do all the fights with the other candidates, but in order to do that, I'd have to take this route and then come back. Does it really matter that much? Probably not, but extra experience though. What I could have done was go this way and then come back, go here, because passing by the landmarks is really good. That's a problem for future me. So anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing so you don't miss out on future episodes, and remember to leave a like while you're at it. Hope you have a great day. Cue the outro.